All righty. Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's Michael Rutherford. I've got 601. Stoked to have you on the call. Happy to have you. Joined by a great friend of mine, T. Caudron, who's calling in from the Bay Area. She's been traveling, just got home. T, how are you?
I'm doing great, Michael. Really glad to be here tonight with you and everyone.
Hey, the pleasure's mine. We're going to spend, just so y'all know, I know it's a Sunday night. I know it's just after Christmas, working our way towards the new year. Lots of things happening, lots of family things going on. So we're super appreciative of your time. I know time is of the essence. So we're going to get right to the point. We'll be on and off the call in less than 20 minutes. And it's our goal to give you a 10,000-foot perspective into a very large, very popular, very trending conversation, ketones. I can tell you, before I heard this story 6 or 8 or 10 months ago, I didn't know what a ketone was. And thankfully, people like T and so many others that have spent a big chunk of their careers dedicated to helping people feel better, look better, be healthier. We've been able to put together an unbelievable product, a company, and really a conversation. So if you don't mind, let's go ahead and dive in. T, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, so here's the deal. We have a product called Keto OS. It stands for Ketone Operating System. I'm holding the canister in my hand right now. I'm going to actually list off some of the benefits. And I want you to just ask yourself, do you know anybody who needs any of these things? Fat loss, by the way, I've lost almost 50 pounds. Fast and sustained energy, reduced brain fog, increased awareness, increased focus, appetite suppression, the elimination or the assistance of abdominal fat loss, strength gain, better mood. I know a bunch of those people. I ran into them at the mall today. Better mood. Decrease in inflammation, better sleep, better digestion and gut health, and clear skin. That pretty much describes America, doesn't it?
It sure does.
But Keto OS is a powder. You mix it with water. You drink it. It'll give you a therapeutic dose of ketones, which is a fuel source. It's less expensive than Starbucks and tastes like a stinking orange creamsicle popsicle. But, T, kind of share with us your experience. You've had a blast, I know, getting your hands on this product. You've had a fun career. Share with us a little bit of your background, why you got excited when you got introduced to Prüvit, and kind of just frame a little bit of your experience.
Great. Thanks, Michael. And I just want to say I'm drinking mine now because when you texted me and said if I wanted to get on the call, I was like, yes, and I want to be my sharpest. So I mixed them up to drink it.
There you go.
Totally. So my background is I've had 2 careers. The first career I was in consulting, and then my second career I left that to really pursue my passion, which had always been health and wellness and fitness. And within the health and wellness and fitness, where I've worked with thousands of people, we're past 10,000 now, I started to really zero in on nutrition programs that were targeted at quick start, clean eating programs, 14-day, 13-day experiences for people to just have a completely different experience of themselves and food, taking out sugar, alcohol, coffee, like the list is very, very long. And my programs are really popular and they're very challenging. And it's not actually a lifestyle. It's sort of a way to unhook from something that you've been doing. And when I got introduced to Keto OS, as I started to really delve into it, I thought, what if there's an easier way than the way I'm running these programs? And what if this product really matches what all the research and the science says around ketones and what the effective ketones are in the body? So I myself started to take the product. I'm a complete biohacker. I use myself as an experiment, and I immediately started to feel like my brain started functioning better. As an adult, I got diagnosed with ADD, and it's a weird thing because I have a PhD from Johns Hopkins, ADD PhD. And I never thought of myself as having ADD, but I have a really difficult time organizing in a specific way, and it holds me back, like absolutely holds me back. And when I started drinking the Keto OS, all of a sudden I could think things through and do things with precision in areas that before hadn't been able to get my attention and get me to really focus. So my follow-through shifted tremendously. And that's good, Michael, because I needed all that follow-through to really work with all the people in my business and that started to become interested in trying Keto OS. So I rolled it out to all of the clients that I've worked with over the years as a beta product, just to test and give me their feedback. And in the first month, I did that in September, I had $45,000 in sales from products, from people that wanted to.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, woohoo! And that is for people that are in the nutrition business and the health business. That's huge to do as not part of some giant conglomerate, but on your own. And since then, it's been so transformative to my client base that in January, we're rolling out a whole new program that we're focusing around Keto OS because it just has such a big impact.
That's awesome. One of the things that I think the times you and I have spent, because I've been up in Northern California in the Bay Area with you now twice, with Amy Frazier and a lot of the people, Dr. Robert, who's a chiropractor and just an unbelievable dude. He just loves this stuff, right? So share just a little bit of, I went through that list of things on the canister. Somebody referred to Keto OS as rocket fuel for the brain. Somebody referred to it as the Swiss Army knife of wellness. There's all these silver bullet, all these pretty cool names or sort of nicknames for this Keto OS drink. Kind of share with me your perspective as an advisor to people, helping them feel better. At the end of the day, it's not about how people look, although a lot of people think it is. It's really how you feel. People think weight loss is everything. It's not. Fat loss and body recomposition is more important than weight loss, but it really comes down to how people feel. Do they feel good? Is their day sustainable? So kind of share a little bit of maybe some of the stories. I know neither one of us want to play doctor, and we're not going to make medical claims or diagnose anything, and if you got anything, visit your doctor. But kind of share a little bit of your experiences, with some of the clients, the patients, some of the people that you're working with. I know you're bringing in doctors and athletes and world-class industry people left and right. Share your experience in that side of it.
Yeah, great, Michael. So first of all, I have a lot of doctors, chiropractors, acupuncturists that have been my clients over the years and sent me their clients. And when I started sharing this product with them, I had them say to me that it was too good to be true. And I had one doctor tell me that ketones taste awful. So if this company had solved the way to get them to taste better, that it would be really the holy grail. And so it's been interesting to have so many medical practitioners engaging with me and then to have them engaging with their clients. And so we have so many stories coming in, like you said. One of the big categories is around inflammation going down and speeding recovery, like after workouts or after an injury or after surgery. So one of our amazing clients is this guy named Bill Bradley, and Michael met him. His name's Epic Bill Bradley, and he holds the world record for running the Grand Canyon rim to rim 7 times, and he's in his 50s. And
he's wild. I'll just tell you, he's wild.
They come to the Bay Area and see him at our next talk. And I immediately called his PR person, and I said, hey, would Bill take this? I want to see what it does to his workout. He was trying to he swam the English Channel and needed to put on weight for that. And then after that, he needed to take it off because he was going to be climbing mountains. And so we were doing together weight loss and also looking at the effect on his workouts. And what happened with the Keto OS for Bill is that after his workouts, he used to be really hungry and he would eat pretty ravenously. And once he started using Keto OS after his workout, he found that his appetite was completely different, and it was almost like he was able to just eat what he needed, and that was a lot less than what it had been before. And his workouts, he said his workouts are crazy, and he does stuff like wear these weighted packs and run up and down mountains. And he said after he ran up and down some mountain, he then felt like going to lift weights, and that his workouts, he said he's getting 30% more in his workouts. And he recovers so much faster. He said he used to take a couple days off after he'd done a few hard workouts. And last time we talked to him, he was on a panel for us. He was able to just keep working out and keep training because there was something he didn't understand why, but there was something going on for him where his recovery was so much faster. Now, I have a hypothesis on it based on a lot of the research on ketones, which is that ketones, which is one of the primary ingredients in Keto OS, the beta-hydroxybutyrate on that label, and ketones are what they call muscle sparing, which means when you have them in your system, your body actually does not use your own muscle and amino acids in your system to use that for energy. So afterwards, your recovery from a workout is a lot faster because your body is able to hold all those amino acids and not break down your muscle tissue as much. Similarly, we had people who were injured. Elizabeth Parson was one of them who she's a former CrossFit gym owner and CrossFit coach and, really into that. I'm talking about athletics now, but she was able to recover much faster from an injury that she had, and her knee pain, she had this chronic knee pain, it just sort of disappeared. And that's been just incredible for her. On the other side of things, I have a lot of women who are my clients who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And during that perimenopause and menopause time, and also people who have had cancer and are recovering after cancer, particularly women, their hormones change in a way that makes it really hard for them to lose weight. And it can be just devastating because things that they've done before don't work anymore. And with many women in that population, like one of them is Dr. Robert's wife, they are now able to sleep so much better on this product. I've had a lot of people reporting in that they're able to fall asleep and stay asleep and then wake up rested. And a good night's sleep can shift so many things metabolically, emotionally, physically for people, and it's just a cornerstone for people to be able to make progress. Another woman, Erica, who's in a similar category, she had just been in a situation where she was able to lose about 20 pounds prior, doing some different things on my program without the Keto OS, but then had gotten stuck and had been in a plateau for a couple of months. And it was also the case that she just felt like she had to work so hard. Everything had to be right. Her workouts had to be right, and she had to eat just right and not a drop out of place, and just a lot of tension and stress around that. And I was so happy that for her, when she started the Keto OS, it had just a really great effect on her in terms of appetite suppression and cravings. So that mid-afternoon time when she used to have cravings, all of a sudden she had really good sustained energy, and she didn't have that need to eat or to snack, so she didn't have to resist it anymore. And when you talk to Erica, she just has so much ease around her journey now with health and with weight loss, because she's finally hit on a lifestyle with this product and the help that it gives, the boost that it gives, that's really sustainable. I think that's one of the big themes that we're seeing, Michael, is that this enables people to have what's been eluding them in some way. Like for me, it was the mental clarity. For other people, it could be controlling their appetite and cravings. For other people, it's speeding recovery. And it's giving them that ease that allows them to continue it for longer and have it be something that's not a stressful thing for them.
You just crushed it. I'm getting some text messages going, dude, she's a beast. But here's what's cool. As you're talking and just going through technically and metabolically why this product does what it does, I mean, at a chemical level, Keto OS will get in your system and start rewiring and recalibrating, almost like Tim the Toolman Taylor, if you will. Like it's reworking you from the inside out. That's what ketones do. Natively, God built your body like we're built and wired and created natively to burn and live on ketones. But the Western diet that's got so nasty. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that spent most of my life drinking Mountain Dew, eating Ritz crackers and Domino's Pizza, Chick-fil-A, and pure, just bona fide garbage. I mean, most of America eats garbage, and we wonder why we're fat, sick, and nearly dead. And for the first generation ever, the people that are being born now will not live longer than their parents. That's because of our eating habits. So when you talk about giving somebody ketones, pure therapeutic ketones, you don't have to be a doctor to help your mom. You don't have to be a wellness coach. You don't have to be anybody special except somebody that says, hey, drink this and tell me how you feel. And T, I think that's what's so fun. For the first time, you tell me if I'm misspeaking, but for the first time, you have a runway that you can touch. I mean, I just put it into perspective. If you spent your whole career and touched 10,000 people, personally, I've spent 90 days and touched twice that.
Right.
And I don't know anything about this industry. I was a fat idiot 5-6 months ago. I'm being critical of myself, but I didn't know anything about health and wellness. I was able to get on this product and, cut my body fat percent in half from 30 to 15 and lose almost 50 pounds and feel amazing because I know how to mix powder and water and drink it. But think about that as an entrepreneur where you have a product that people love. You can fish with a wide net, which means everybody's interested from young and old, fit and unfit. Share with us just any last thoughts real quick. If you're a guest on the call, what do you do if you're them?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's two things, Michael. The first thing is I think you have nothing to lose from trying the product because there's a 90-day money-back guarantee and order some. And I tell people to try it for at least a couple of weeks so that they can figure out what dose is right and adjust to it and, really notice the effects that it has on you relative to that list that you read off and the list that's on the back of the canister. And then the second thing is I think that if you're the kind of person that likes to share, you have a great hairdresser and you share that, or you have a restaurant that your friends go to, or you're an entrepreneur, like Michael said, and you just have, like to start businesses, this is an incredible product. It's really a whole new category, and it's a product that I think is going to completely disrupt the nutrition industry and the supplement industry. And I would predict, not that I'm, able to make those, but I'd predict it's $1 billion market over the next few years. Like it's the next big category. So the opportunity to get into a company at the ground floor, it's like getting into Microsoft early, when Bill Gates was in the garage or whatever, is so exciting. And it's exciting to also have a product where people can prove that it's working within an hour. They can actually measure their ketones using, a urine strip or blood ketone meter and get that kind of proof and feel different as well. That was what really compelled me, was the idea that the product itself sells itself. So I have people chasing me down, wanting to try it and wanting to get involved.
You nailed it. I think because of everything you just ended with, it's a level playing field. So if you're on the call and you're just somebody that wants to feel better, you need our product. If you're on the call and you're somebody that knows people who want to feel better and be better, this whole thing is about the acquisition and the attainment of better, sustainable better. That's what it is. Better everything. There's a whole host of things that'll be better when you're on our product. And you don't have to play doctor. You don't have to make medical claims. You don't have to make any claims of any kind. Just tell people to, in a nice way, shut up and drink some and just let the product prove itself. It's kind of like, the old Pepsi challenge, the Prüvit challenge. Just drink some and you'll experience it for yourself. And because that's the case, everybody can be ultra successful here if they, compassionately share this conversation with people. Use the tools that we have. And look, if there's any individual topics that are important to you, whether it be cancer, whether it be Alzheimer's, whether it be dementia, whether it be traumatic brain injury or PTSD or ADD, performance, weight loss, does not matter. We would never tell you that the product would, cure or fix any of those things. We're not idiots. But just go on Google or YouTube and do a search for any of those topics that you might be interested in ketones, and you'll be blown away by what you come up with. There is a laundry list of data and research, 100 years worth of it. That'll blow your mind that you've gone your whole life and not known the power of ketone fuel. So we're stoked that you could share a little bit tonight, T. This call is recorded. We'll text it out in a moment as soon as we're done. Very happy that we can spend a little bit of time. We are smack dab in the middle of a holiday and promotion called VIP. So reach back out to the person that invited you to the call. Champion this cause with us. Look, we love the product. There's a reason it's not for sale at a GNC on a shelf, because we'd rather reward and compensate you and T and I and Dr. Robert and Mark and Judy, and all the other people that are in this community with us to go out and share it with the people that they know than have it sit on some corporate shelf somewhere. So have a blast. Stoked to spend some time with you. We will do continue to do our call series starting tomorrow morning at noon Eastern on the same call line. But T, you're a rock star. I appreciate you a whole bunch. Can't wait to hang with you in Northern California in a couple weeks.
Thank you, Michael. That was fantastic. Look forward to meeting everybody that was on this call some point.
See you guys. Good night.